Yeah, I mean, I have one of the post-game smoothies that the players drink because, like, I'm so stressed out. I feel like I just played a game, and it's just so much respect for this league. This league is so darn good, man. I mean, everyone's good. You know, you never feel like a lead is safe. Ton of respect for their players at Washington State and Cammie. And we knew, I thought we did a great job out of the gates and really asserted ourselves, especially coming off a tough loss at Colorado. We knew they were going to come back. We did a lot of really good things tonight. I thought we dominated the boards. We were terrific in transition, especially in that first half. And we made it a little closer than we would have liked, but a lot of respect for the other team, and we know that there's some things we can probably manage better down the stretch, and that includes, me too, and we'll get better from it, but it's always nice to get better after a win, especially in this league, and, proud of these two. They're incredible shot makers and just players, both had high assists, good assists, low turnovers, and, we're continuing to get better, but I appreciate how our team shows up and tries to buy into the message every single time.
So they came out for 51 today. How does that, how does that kind of offense, translate to, getting other people going and,
Yep.
Things like that?
I mean, it's high-powered offense, right? Like, we got a lot of easy baskets in that first half that, when I say easy, they're not easy for anyone except JuJu, right? Or McKenzie a walk-in three on the first possession of the game or whatever it is. And ultimately, we know that we're going to be at our best when this 70 goes to 85 and there's, 15 more points on the board, whether it's a couple more shots from each of them or spread out, getting that inside-outside game going. But I think that the pressure they put on defenses kind of allows other people to find their rhythm and find their spots. And, we know we can get even more production across the board, and we will. But, everyone's trying to buy into their role. Like, it's a night, we know Kayla Padilla can score, but she had 5 assists and 0 turnovers and had our highest plus-minus, right? So we just know that we have a lot of weapons, and we're going to continue to try and get better and make sure that we're a well-oiled machine on offense.
JuJu, 29-3 tonight, but another game where you're kind of looking down at the box score and seems like kind of unhappy with the efficiency maybe overall. I mean, overall in kind of the Pac-12, still been scoring a lot, still had a lot of that overall impact, but just the efficiency down a little bit. What do you think kind of the key to upping that for you? Is it more, is it fatigue? Is it just,
No, I think just trying to make the right plays and being more careful on my shot selection. I think that's what I need to start doing a little more. But I'm just happy we won, honestly, and I'm grateful that, we did well in the first half, and we had one of our best first halves of this whole season, and just making sure that we're taking this and really applying the things that we can improve on in practice and stuff like that.
For any of you, I mean, you had your first real taste of adversity on the court in that mountain trip, and I'm just curious what the vibe was like in practice this week in terms of moving beyond that, and like you said, you had probably your best first half of the season, so that all sort of come together.
I think the message was just like turn the page, but like we have to. If we did not leave the mountains with what we learned from those losses, then it's a wasted trip. So I think all week in practice we were going hard. It was super competitive and locked in, but also we can't get so bogged down by 2 losses after a tough 3-game stretch when we've only played 5 Pac-12 games. So I think just keeping ourselves even-keeled, even though we know we had to come into this weekend hungry to get 2 wins and kind of get ourselves back on that other side of the win column.
What were those lessons from the mountains?
I mean, I would say,
A lot.
yeah. I mean, we had the toughest 3-game stretch that anyone's going to have, with UCLA and at Utah and at Colorado. I mean, my message to him was, we had a real opportunity to go 2-1. I didn't believe we had the right to be super heartbroken over Utah because we did not compete the way that we want to compete. And credit to them, they're really good. So that was the first thing. Like, we got on them after Utah about competing. Then I thought we'd come into Colorado and we really competed. We weren't perfect. We made mistakes. But I think the lesson is, Colorado, who is a projected number 1 seed and really, really good, and we're right there. So decide, do we want to be normal? Decide, do we want to be ordinary and kind of, well, we're almost there? Or decide if we want to take another step But in this league, you can't take any steps unless you take care of the next game in front of you, especially when you're at home. So I think that was the messaging, like, own those, like, feelings, but what are we going to do with them?
Lindsay just mentioned, especially when you're at home, as you continue to build this program, how important is it to protect home court and give the fans that are coming more and more like a show that they want to keep
Yeah.
coming back for?
Yeah, I mean, I think we feel a huge responsibility that, this is still a growing thing, and there's people that are loyal who have been here, and there's people that are coming to their first, time ever watching women's basketball. I mean, Cammie said to me before the game, just, coaches who have been here for years and have never seen it like this. She's like, look at this, like, look at what you guys are doing. And, so it's never lost on us, but it's also a huge responsibility.
So, of course, you go back to efficiency. I mean, I don't want to kind of, make it super bad, but, JuJu shot 3 for 24 from 3 and last 4 games. What does that kind of mean for the offense? And, she's shooting a lot from down the arc. And,
Yeah.
it's not going
So I'm going to answer this one. And look, she knows a lot comes with who she is. But to answer your question, Luca, the efficiency. We are playing Pac-12 teams who are some of the best defensive teams in the league. This isn't a league where everyone's in the 90s, and every single game plan is about how do we stop this kid. And yet we still feel like when she misses, we're surprised, right? So, I mean, she doesn't take anything lightly on herself. We don't ease it anyway. Like, of course, like, I believe every game, she could go 18 for 20 or what have you. But with the amount of responsibility she has for our team, I want her to feel like I can miss and figure it out. I can make the next right play. I say the same thing to Kenzie and our other players. The right play might be 4 passes in a row. It might be 10 shots in a row. Make the next right play. And there's not 1 ounce of me that wants to change or stifle anything that she's capable of doing. And if she's 3 for 24 from 3, I think she's probably going to go 10 for her next 12. That's what I believe. While we're always going to watch film and say, was this the right play? Was that the right play? Can I get to the rim? But to me, I'm watching going, she absolutely dissected them in the first half, getting to the rim, confidence in that 3, the pull-up, and as the game develops, like, of course, like, efficiency is important, but, I mean, she's dominating the game on the other end of the floor, too, with a couple blocks and things like that. So I think maybe your guys are a little more worried than we are, but we are going to still see room, obviously, to get better there, because defenses have to decide, what are you going to do, right? Are you going to load up on her? Are you going to go elsewhere? And we'll continue to get better and figure that out.
McKenzie, it seems like your confidence is kind of growing, especially when she's off the floor to kind of be that primary creator. And when she is, just the defenders go into extremes to kind of feel confident in your jumpers. What has been the evolution so far this year of just kind of stepping more into this role as a primary creator?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just kind of happened naturally. I think it has a lot to do with the trust Coach G has in me, and my teammates finding me. The shots that we shoot out there, those are the shots that we shoot in practice. Those are the shots I take with Coach Chris every day before practice in the morning. So I think confidence comes from preparation, and I feel like we're super prepared. So when I'm in the game, I'm confident. I have no reason not to be. And I think kind of just touching on that efficiency, last weekend I was 2 for 11 and 2 for 13. I still am going to be expected to shoot those shots, and our confidence never wavers in ourselves or each other. So,
What was your reaction to the fourth quarter, guys?
I saw it coming. I said, the moment she went back that way and the girl kind of chested up and stopped her, I said, yeah, she's going. That one's going down.
Nolan as at CG Sports. Lindsay, the first half, I would say to me, was probably the most electric of the season, definitely up there, at least I think most people would agree. Second half, obviously, was a different story. What happened?
They're really good. I mean, this is a quad 1 team. This is an NCAA tournament team. They beat Maryland non-conference on 3-game, winning streak coming in, and they're the reigning Pac-12 champions. So we knew they were going to adjust and come back after us. They're very surgical on offense. So we did some aggressive things. I knew they were going to try to pick us apart a little bit more. And quite honestly, I think we're still learning and growing that when they're attacking us, I do think we could have, managed some possessions better when it's not us ripping it off the rim and doing an easy kind of attack sort of presence in transition. What else do we have? So there were some things I thought, and then some shots just didn't go down. So it was a combination of all of those things. But credit to them. I think they went to where their advantages were. Ledger Walker, like I look at her box score, that's not very good, and I'm like, I think everyone in America would want that kid on her team, right? Like she makes them go in so many ways. But I thought they did some nice things on their end. We tried to limit the 3-point line in the second half. We gave them a few more twos because of that, and I just thought we weren't able to get our offense going as fluidly in that second half, and that probably turned the feel of the game a little bit.
JuJu, are you a soccer fan? We saw you live out the Ronaldo.
Oh,
What did she do?
I do love Ronaldo. You saw that, Kins?
No.
I was like this.
Oh, yeah, I don't know Ronaldo, so I don't even know why she did that. I was like, okay, she feeling herself.
Oh my God. Yeah, I like soccer. Yeah, he's one of the GOATs for
That's
sure.
what I was gonna ask actually. So,
Yeah.
Luca, last one. Yeah, Lindsay, just in general, it seems like, looking to kind of staggering Juju in terms of minutes a little bit, once off the floor to have a little bit more of that juice. At what point in the year did you kind of realize that was going to be helpful for the offense? And what do you feel about just, staggering?
Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, like as I tell these guys, like there's no one who's like thinking about what we're doing more than I am and how we can be better. I actually think we can get more out of our bench. That's on me. I think we can get more out of our offense in a lot of different ways. But I think it's pretty clear, and it's been for quite some time that just both of them, that these two as a scoring threat and just a presence with the ball. It's hard to have both of them off the floor because of what they bring. I mean, Kenzie organizes us quite a bit. She can play. She starts at the 4 and goes to the point. And obviously, like it's hard to have JuJu off the floor because of everything that she brings. Not just putting the ball in the basket, but the dynamic kind of defensive plays and the attention she draws and other things. So we have confidence in everybody, but I have tried to say, okay, if one's coming out, the other one's, and you stagger those subs a little bit. But I'm still toying with things, and we went small a little bit and got some really good minutes from Caitlin Davis, who we played a small ball, had her at the 5. She can obviously go at the 4. We're still evolving, and hopefully you'll see us continue to get better with those rotations and things as well.
thanks everyone.
Thank you. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. They're gonna ask you what, right? I said, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Like they're gonna